Hello, molweni dumelang sanibonani Mzansi Africa. Welcome to Expressions. Elike liqonga lakho lokuba uzityande igila njengomntu omtsha. Ndimloke ukholosa kalubisi umadlongoti. On today's installment of the show, we are talking about the groove, ubumnandi. We've seen how the youth gets excited whenever we have long weekends. Bathetha ke bathi zi-weekend ezinkulu, the big days. Almost every weekend, young people are out and about painting the town gold. Bari rija joy. Well, data published by the World Health Organization shows that South African consumers of alcohol are some of the heaviest drinkers globally. Mbuzo siubuzayo apho ekhaya ongagunqiyo kukuba, is the South African youth drinking alcohol excessively? What is too much? I mean, singabantu abatsha, shouldn't we be having fun? Well, as Expressions, we went straight to the ground to hear from you as a young person. Uba wena ucinga ntoni ngale ngxoxo siyixovulayo, and this is what you had to say.
Yo guys, njengoba nje ningibona ngigqokile so ngiyophuza utshwala ngiyopetuka futhi amyazini kumnandi etshwaleni imnandi ibhiya imnandi and intsha like yo hlezi thenga ibhiya even nalama 350 shame hayi bayangqahaza.
Inkinga yotshwala futhi wami is-affecta everywhere kukhula ngaphuzi khona, especially nje acava la emakasi nje la emalokishini la elokishini kuyaphuzwa strong too much.
I wouldn't say we have a problem yotshwala. I would say siyazijabulisa, but the only challenge that we're having is that ukujabulisa kwethu asibi nama limits. Asikwazi ukusetha phela ama limits, and most of the time you find that most of the young people abayetshwaleni, it's those who are unemployed actually.
Umuntu uyaphuza because uyabhoreka omunye. Omunye uyaphuza because of uneyinkinga zakhe. Dan ukuthi ahambe ayokhuluma indaba zakhe ngcono ayophuza kusasavuka right.
Mina angiphuzi, but I think yes, abantu bala South Africa majority yabo bayathanda ukuphuza and they waste imali eningi mabephuza. But like abanye abaningi baze bafune imali yoshonisa just because of phuza.
Us South Africans drink more than other countries do. And I feel like it's a bad thing because you'd find people with no money spending their last money at grooves to impress other people.
Yes, we do, for sure, because we don't start drinking like when we're 18 and above. We start when we're younger, and I think it's something that is normal in our like families.
Almost every week they do that, and they do it maybe twice or 3 times a week.
I mean, we can consider a lot of factors like social media and the pressure corner, so people feel like they have to drink, especially the expensive bottles when they go to clubs and all of that.
It just doesn't make sense for you to swipe a lot of money like that at Groove while there's like probably a family member of you that doesn't even have anything. I know it's your money, but it doesn't literally make sense.
Wow, interesting comments coming from young people on the streets. Grooving is not really a problem. The only problem is we have no limits sometimes. Well, Azaria Koza visited the tavern in Katlehong that promotes responsible drinking. Let's see how it went down.
Thina ke siyithimba le-Expressions siqoke ukuthi size lapha ezonke izizwe eKatlehong to try and find out ukuthi thina siyintsha yalapha kwelengabadi ingabe sesigcwele kakhulu na enkambini zikaFaro. Without wasting time, Bugeli, asiye. How did it start, and when did you guys come up with the idea of owning a business, Ikasichilas?
Mina can say iqale ngokuthi host ama birthday wami. Yeah, by starting with my own business. We call it Kasi Movers. Yeah, that fashion ithando lo event iqale kanjani.
Kule business leli silana like C5. The owner la nithi like mayifuna abantu. Like wa approach thina kuqala.
Then you guys were the best candidates.
Yeah, then we jumped, so take her over.
Yeah.
Then from lapho vele sayirun, I think from 1st of December. Yeah, 1st of December. Obviously umsebenzi salary always ayikho enough. So like masithola this opportunity. So bona ukuthi kungcono like singeneni sisonke okuncane sokuthola. So khona ukuthi nathi sikhule
sibe kwenye level.
I want us to talk a bit about employment. I-Kasithilas ikwazi kanjani to open up amathuba wemisebenzi for other people out there.
Si operate like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So labo bantu labo siyakhona ukuthi at least that Friday, Saturday, Sunday sibanike like something. And each and every week most masiba nama event we hire more. Because most njengabantu abafaka lama-tent, ama-cage for safety abantu nokuthi abantu banganethwa imvula for health purposes yabo.
Business lotshwala linamali. The profit yakhona is incane, is very little, like incane too much. So we decided to know, let's catch a short. Let's have stuff, but nathi asisebenze because nathi is not like Slama boss. Yabo. So what we did, we hire someone else out, which is we're paying him every month end. We hire DJs, different DJs. Every week we're having a different DJs. DJs that play on a Friday, they don't play on a Saturday.
Mhlampe inkinga enifacana nazo when you are running i-Kasithilas, what are some of the challenges?
Mostly abantu masebaphuza too much. Yeah, masebaphuza too much. Ama challenges esibanawo. So abanye siyabakhapha, but I can't say everyone. But abanye abafuna ukukhapha sibone ukuthi udayo too much sometimes.
Now I want us to dive into the topic of the day on the show namhlanje. Sikhuluma about responsible drinking. Do you think mhlampe intsha yala eKatlehong inenkinga yotshwala, do we drink excessively?
I-youth yalana iphuza like responsibly because of like kukancane ukuthi like siza ukuthi like ubani uphuzile ngikapha lana walimala ubani utshontshelwe ubani kukancane lokho kuyenzeka but kukancane most like bayazisebenzela abanamabhizinisi wabo so like bafocusa kwezinto like ezibalulekile most esikhathi sabo then like ngasho nge-spare time sabo on weekend then beze bazochilla babeshaya.
As business owners ngingafuna nje umbuzo lapho ukuthi a month utshwala enibuthengisayo kungaba approximately malini?
Are you talking about the profit we're making?
No, not the profit, like sistocka kangakanani?
Yeah, sistocka kangakanani? Yes,
ngasho like a week plus or minus 50 to 60,000 a week.
Well, interesting conversation phayana noGawamu Azaria. You know, into endiyithandayo ngale tavern kukuba xa bebona uba ungumntu omtsha uqhuba amatakane noko amadolo anzima baba ngogqala balibanzi bakhaphe to make sure that you are safe apho endlini. We wish we had more of these taverns to ensure the safety of young people. Saqhubeka ke nokubuza, make sure that you interact with us on our social media platforms. Ingabe utywala buyasehlula singanabatsha. We continue with this discussion. Don't move a muscle. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. You are still tuning into your number one youth show, SABC 1. It is Expressions. Siyaqhubeka kaloku sithetha about the groove culture. Well, as Expressions, we are asking you, namhlanje Derek, is the South African youth drinking excessively? Sinabantu abatsha ke apha e-studio Mbuteli who call themselves proud groovists. Bazosixelela ke bona uba ubomi of partying bunjani. Welcome to Expressions.
Hi, siyabonga Tali.
Ni right? How was the weekend?
It was epic.
You call yourselves, I'm a proud groovist. Yes. You know, for our viewers watching at home who have no idea about Indoni groovist, it's in Imbiloyen.
No, it's just having fun, expressing yourself. Not depending on mood. When you have you enjoy, right? Exactly. You distress anje.
Distress.
Yes.
So ngifuna nithathe from weekend yenu iqala njani from morning until, in fact, morning till morning, 6 to 6. Iqala njani? What is it that you have to do? Bani prepare and lungiselele nibe right.
First things first, mina when I wake up, ngiyazanifela. Usually ngiyenza ama chores wami. And after that, I bath. And then, because I hardly wear e-weave, mina.
Okay, mina.
Usually when I go out, my short hair. Yeah.
And then when, because I'm sure you have a lot of preparations to do.
Okay, yes, I do. Mina, ekaya, we own a tavern, so then afterwards, mazit 5, that's when I prepare myself to go out. That is why you're always late.
So ekaya nine tavern?
Yes.
We are kule tavern uya kwezinye tavern?
No, I don't drink at home. I can't enjoy myself at home. So mangizokuphuma ngiyaziprepare kahle. Ngicela ukuphuza mina late. not in the morning.
Late.
No.
And I'm
That is why I
interested
chose
to know
late.
ukuthi naqala nini ukuphuza and how is the journey?
I mean, I started in high school.
We all started in high school, experimenting.
High school.
And then we and a lot of people bayathanda ukugxeka. But yo niziphethe njani niyasela oko.
People always
I
talk.
just said my late.
Exactly, because as thing we buy ourselves. So spusa this we put us. I said to others tengela when and whatnot. Mafus tengela, okay, it's fine, thank you.
Tengele but imali.
Yes.
And I'm interested to know bana imali nifumana essential with the high rate of unemployment. Essential nifumana imali.
I mean, I get it from my parents, to be honest.
Mina like I said, ngisebenza ekhaya bese mangisebenzile bayanika lokho okuncane, then if I want to have fun, I go have fun.
Like how often do you go out? Is it an every weekend thing or during the week?
I go out when I feel like it. Not every weekend.
I mean almost every weekend. Mina especially mina ngidila ngabantu abaphuzayo. Nami ngokudinga isikhathi ukuthi thi nami ngiyobona abanye abantwana nami intanga zami ngijive nazo ngidistress ngibe right ngibe sharp. Mina almost every weekend. Whenever I feel like it, akuna month end, akuna during the week, akuna ukuthi payday or whatnot. Whenever I feel like I wanna go party, I
you
go party.
Out.
Yes.
And kudala ubiza igama elithi to stress. Do you feel ukuthi as young people you are using alcohol to escape from ingxaki zenu or it's just purely fun?
Mostly.
At times yes we do. Because at times yes we do, especially my woman is stressed, especially njengoba usho ukuthi high rate of unemployment is too much. And makuhlele endlini ucabanga into eningi ugcina sometimes ukuthi isingiphume ngibona abanye abantu sikhulume just noma ngingakhulumanga into ezimotivate nayo but ngiphume nje enjoy ukhokhe kancane.
And Shaz, I want to come to you. Do you think Kuti, we really have a problem? Because I mean, every weekend get to club. You know, in New York Cell, it used to be a December thing, but now it's like any time. Would you say Kuti, as young people, we really have we are
No, I don't think we've got a problem. And like we don't have a right to judge Umuti Puza excessively or what, so I don't think we've got a problem.
I disagree. We do have a problem.
I mean, I don't
I think we tend to drink too much. And it's in a sense that excuse.
Too much in
too much khona abanye ugceba blackout. Umunye akazazi ukuthi ufika njani endlini.
And then funa ukuza kulonto njengoba uthi it doesn't matter noba umuntu how much okusalayo uyaphuza. I mean we have human trafficking abantu ufumanisa into abana usepatini lento ayitsho into abana ublack out the next thing so uthi justice for shares. So how do you make sure ukuthi as a young person when ngiyalisela but I know when to stop?
You tend to drink too much. Ngoba manje awusaphuzeli ukuthi uya enjoy. So phuzela ukukhohlwa ngithi njengoba uphuzela ukukhohlwa ugcina wenzani? Faka too much. Umangala umuntu sekayawa kumele manje umnakekele uthola abanye labangana ba wrong, especially nowadays you can't say I've got true friends but few abantu you can call them friends because khona abanye uhamba nabo umangala ukuthi benginayo izolo makambuza bewunayo umuntu uphi athangazi.
I don't know. So ndifuna nisiphe isum because I'm just wondering ba monthly ka so calculate mhlambi noba ihamba kobani imali.
It's over 1,000.
It's a lot.
Over 1,000.
Yeah, it's over 1,000.
Mina it's beyond.
Kusho ukuthi uyamhlaba wena. Awudlali.
Mina if I want to enjoy. And if I'm food, I've got pride. Ngiya pride.
So ufuna ukubonisa itafile ba yawo ufikile.
No, it's not a matter of me showing off. Mina mangabe today ngidecide ukuthi ngifuna into eso, ngifuna into enjalo and I don't like sharing.
Oh
Best
yeah.
believe and mangunabo ungabuthinti they know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, abuthinti.
Uyazi kahle.
Yeah.
Mina lebe ngize nabo ngize ngihambe nabo futhi emuva. So that I don't like sharing but I like, you know, the expensive stuff.
Yes. Shaz, Melina, thank you so much for joining us and expressing yourselves as young people with groove culture yenu. And we are here to create that platform.
Exactly.
Who are we to judge?
Exactly, that's what I said.
Exactly.
Yeah, but must have fun, but to a certain limit, though.
What do you have to say, Mbukeli? Well, speaking of money, how much do they spend? We as Expressions, we went again to the streets to find out from you as a young person, on booze and on monthly basis. And this is what you had to say.
It depends on your pockets. If you have like a lot of money, you can spend it the way you want it. But if you know that you don't have a lot of money, like you're a broke student or stuff like that, you should try to budget and spend your money wisely.
I'm not a liquor person that much. I'll just drink just for that time, but like I don't really like alcohol, and alcohol is pretty much expensive, and my budget doesn't actually go down that line.
When I go out, I don't drink. So it's only like maybe if my friends manage to convince me. But I don't know. Alcohol seems expensive. I think 2.5 maximum.
Ngenyanga. Ish, bangayibala maybe ngayenza boma 2.5.
To be honest, shem ngangibona uphapha umude. Hey, ngidakwa 3 years. Uyabona mangithe 3 years. I'm done, Shem.
It depends, actually. We can spend more than 2,000 a night, depending on samba sungaki. Sometimes we can even go over budget. That's how much we spend on alcohol.
Angisumuntu ophuza njalo yacafa. Mara nje kuyenzeka ukuthi mhlawumbe kunama event ekumele siwahambe namagenge. And emabe mina namagenge siyospenda umuntu nje esemhlawumbe su7 yabo bese so decide ukuthi umuntu ewanzomela afike ne8 clip.
I think labantu laba badinga usizo, maybe like someone ozobasiza batshele kabanzi ukuthi guys lento le ayikho right, badinga like umuntu vele abazokhuluma naye ukuthi babatshengise ukuthi kahle kahle kwenziwa this and this and this.
Welcome back, Mbukeli Expressions. You are still tuning into your #1 youth show, Apakunqa Phambili, SABC 1. Saqhubeka nokuqobela ingxoxo besinayo kaloku apha enkqubeni, where we are asking young people, Ibana, are they drinking excessively? Well, welcome to your Expressions. How are you guys doing?
Very well, thanks.
We've seen voxes from young people on the streets, and also we've had guests who are proud groovists. I want to come to you, Mohammed. What do you think is the cause that is driving young people to be so exposed into alcohol?
Yeah, I would say it gives them the temporary sense of well-being. And unfortunately, I mean, that causes problems in their life because they have to go back to their real lives again after getting drunk, and they wake up with a babalas.
Yeah.
Probably, you know?
I think we've had one of them with the babalas.
Sure, yeah.
And I want to come to you, Mandla. I mean, you were once an alcoholic, but now you're in a journey of helping young people to recover. No rehab.
Right.
Can you share with us a journey yako from being an alcoholic? How easy was it for you to quit utwala?
Okay, so it wasn't really that easy, remember? But I think one of the things that propelled me to change was the pain that I inflicted within myself, and most importantly, the pain that I inflicted within my loved ones. You see, at some point, like Ashido, Mohammed, you know, alcohol became a solution, you know, but that solution at some point became a problem. So now I got to a point where life had become a problem, and that was my only solution as a result of using, because now alcohol failed to serve the purpose. Remember? So it was the pain that I went through, you know, when people dehumanize you, when they see you abasabonumuntu anymore, but babonumapia, you know, when you feel now which I'm not good enough, and people tell you which when you amount to nothing, you know, so it was those situations that helped me to change, you know, but it was more of the pain that I experienced.
The pain that you experienced. I mean, you are sharing something really profound. And do you think young people are using alcohol, I mean, with the amount of depression, SLE, Mohammed?
Yeah. I think, I mean, it is a major problem amongst the youth. Alcohol, we see it in our treatment center. In the past, our clients, alcoholic clients, were older. Now they are becoming younger, so they are not able to maintain their behaviors for lengthy periods, you know. More of the youth are getting involved in drugs and alcohol and abusing them and becoming addicted to them. And this is causing them to start to steal, steal from their families, hijacking cars, all criminal behaviors are starting to be expressed because they don't steal a car to become wealthy and to buy a house. It's for drugs or for alcohol. And this is the sad part of what's happening to the youth because of this escapism, you know. So
what are the coping mechanisms that you normally advise your clients from your consultation view with young people?
So, I mean, we work a program of helping individuals understand themselves better. So, I mean, most people that come into treatment, they're at a point where they can't live life no more. They are powerless, they understand now. They are powerless, they cannot control their consumption. If they go to a party or a groove place or whatever, they'll say, I'm going to have 2 beers, but they end up falling under the table. More. They cannot control it. And then their lives are becoming unmanageable because they go home, they're drunk and they're driving a vehicle, putting themselves at risk, putting other people at risk. So we help people understand that life can be enjoyed without alcohol and drugs, and actually it's even nicer.
Without alcohol?
Without alcohol, without drugs, life is beautiful. There is no after effects, you know what I mean? There is no babalas.
There's no
falling
babalas,
down.
but without alcohol. Mandla, I want to get to you because I know the journey of, you know, recovering from alcohol was a painful experience for you. And we want to put it out there to young people to quit alcohol, having to go to a rehab. Can you just share what are some of the psychological and emotional effects that came with you quitting alcohol?
So I find it becomes much more easier if now you are honest with yourself, you are open-minded, and you are willing. You understand? And anything that it's you know, being around people who have been in the same journey, people who are now in recovery, because they have been there. But when you're faced with a certain situation, like for example, we're coming back from rehab. That stresses people out. But we ask, I cannot solve low problem by drinking more, because my problems will always pile up. You know, so I would suggest you surround yourself with people that are in the same journey. I mean, when you sleep with dogs, you're gonna wake up with fleas. Meaning, if I go back to the very same friends who use alcohol, chances I will lose my recovery. So I just need to be in the same track with Abantu that are looking for a new way of life.
Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, indeed, your network is your network is your net worth. Thank you so much for joining us and amplifying voices of young people on the streets. Expressions, and we're so happy that on the table. Well, do you think South African youth are drinking excessively? Well, the poll results shows 87% of you said yes, and 13% of you no, we are not drinking excessively as young people. Well, we have Major Keys with a performance. Bye.
Make your way, fana kiti bamele. I say, Koro, make your way, fana kiti bamele. I say, Koro, make your way, fana kiti bamele. Koro, make your way, fana kiti nyameze. Kalum tulung izo chinchi simo sasetlini ma. Wema, nobimbili nzima kota ngiyanga pambili ma. Wema. I say, Koro, make your way, fana kiti bamele. Koro, make your way, fana kiti nyameze. Koro, make your way, fana kiti bamele. Koro, make your way, fana kiti nyameze. Kalum tulung izo chinchi simo sasetlini. Wema, nobimbili nzima kotwa ngiyanga pambili ma. Wema. I'm the way, floating Jesus is the way. Never late, he the Alpha and Omega. Never sleep, almost gave up on my dreams. My prayers always holy, major safe, yeah.